Hey beauties, welcome back to a Fit Life Center where I teach you small coping strategies to help you begin, maintain, or continue a life that's fit for you. Before we get started, let me introduce myself because you know I always forget. My name is Sharon. I am a licensed clinical social worker and I have been helping people create a life fit for them for years, right? I've treated trauma and depression, anxiety, stress, life, you name it. I've pretty much done it. But I am moving more into wellness because what I've learned is people get used to handling problems, but they don't know how to necessarily live well. And that's my new focus. So with that, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing to help myself live well. I mentioned this a couple videos ago, which I will link in this video at the top or wherever it's supposed to be linked. I don't know, but I will link it. I am starting my yoga retreat and sabbatical 30-day thing starting next week, right? So I thought it would be nice to bring you along with me so you can take part of the journey with me. So this is my room where I usually get dressed in the morning. I created this little space for myself where I get dressed, do my makeup. I just love this little space. So we're in here because I thought I would show you what I'm doing. The first thing I've been doing is journaling. So I have this cool journal that my husband bought me for Christmas. And so in the journal, on yesterday, as a matter of fact, I wrote down kind of what my intentions are for doing this, right? So at the yoga retreat, we were given a couple questions like, what are your intentions? What do you want your ancestors to bring back to you? You might believe in the ancestors or you don't. I'm not here to debate that. I'm just telling you what the questions are, right? So I took those questions and kind of wrote down. So the first thing I've done was kind of journal my intentions. And it was so helpful because it became really clear for me what I wanted. So I've been a church girl for a lot of years, right? And so it never leaves you, nor do I want it to leave you. But I also, I accept a lot of different things as well as that, right? But this scripture popped into my mind. And it was Mark 2:22. This is not going to be a religious video. I just want to share this little piece with you because I thought it was important. The scripture says, no one puts new wine into old wineskin. Otherwise, the wine will burst the skins and the wine is lost and the skin is lost as well. But one puts new wine into fresh wineskins. So I don't know why, right? Like, what's the science behind it? So when I did a little Google search, right? Google University told me that if you put new wine into old wineskins back in the day, the gas from the juice would expand as the juice ferments and that old wineskin would burst. And so that old wineskin bag would become unuseful and the juice would be wasted and not create wine. And I was like, oh, wait, how does that pertain to me in this journey? And so what resonated with me is this vessel that I am in is kind of an old wineskin in a way, right? There's been a lot of things going on, lessons to be learned, journeys I've taken, right? And I am inviting in new, right? And it's not that I can create a new physical body, but I can create the space to contain, to hold new, right? I can be renewed in my thinking. in my ability to enjoy new experiences, right? That's where I'm going to be new. So this vessel of my mind, of my thinking, of my flexibility, I want to be new so that the new information that I gave from this sabbatical will be held. And the old part of me that I love, because there's some parts of me, y'all know I love it, right? Those things will stay intact. So I will develop new skills. The old ones that I had are still available to me. And yet I will come back renewed. So that's my goal, right? I told you I was going to a yoga retreat and they suggested that we bring a mat or whatever. On Amazon, I found this collapsible, foldable mat that I can just throw in my suitcase. I was super excited about that because my other yoga mat, I mean, it's not the best yoga mat. It's by Gaia. It's 20 bucks, right? But it'll do the job and I may not even come back with me. I might just donate it to somebody while I'm there, right? So that's one thing. I was in San Francisco last weekend. Nope, the weekend before, right? And they had this great store run by two Asian women. And I was so, I so admired their story that I want to support because I really enjoy supporting all people of color, right? So I went to the store and I wound up purchasing me a kimono. The name of the store is Kim and Ono. Get it? I love it, right? I'm not going to open it all the way up for you, but it's so pretty. It's silk. Oh, look at this thing, right? Oh, even on the light of the camera, you can see how lush it is. So this is one of the things that I am going to take with me to remind me to relax. Take it easy, right? And this one, you know, I could have bought a cheaper one. I also could have bought a very much more expensive one. But I settled on this one because it reminded, it's a way of me reminding myself to give myself what I want. Don't settle for what you don't want, right? Because sometimes I have a tendency to do that, to just settle for things and it's not exactly what I want. The other thing I decided to do is I bought myself a new suitcase, right? Because I'm using like visual reminders of a new vessel, right? So I want to put my new things in a new vessel, right? So when the suitcase comes, it should be here Friday or Saturday. I'll show you my new suitcase, right? And I will turn this thing back on and you can watch me. My suitcase came in. You want to see it? All right, check it out. Ignore my messy room because I'll show you. Can I turn it? Yes. There's my mess. Those are all the clothes I'm packing. Tomorrow we're gonna pack. But let's look at the suitcase. Isn't she pretty? So inside here is the little tag with all my personal information is gonna be on this. Look at that color. And then here she is. Look at her. This is a special edition color from Away Luggage. She was pricey, but I wanted it, so I got it. And then look at this on the inside. Oh my God, can you see it? So it has two sides with the compression thing that smashes down your luggage when you pull the straps. And then there's another side over here. And they sent me this little silver thing. If you can see it, it's a sponge to keep her clean and take the scuffs off. Look at her. She's so cute. She comes with her own built-in TSA lock. A new vessel for a new experience. Yay. Stay tuned. We pack tomorrow. Pack. So I am determined to pack everything in a carry-on suitcase because I don't want to be weighed down with stuff, right? I'm going to be there 30 days. I'm going to be moving around. I don't want to be weighed down with a lot of things, right? So I am going to take a tote bag and a carry-on bag. That's it. And everything I'm going to try to fit in there. So the Airbnbs that I booked, they all have washers and dryers. So I figured, so I was talking to, if any of you watch Picky Girl Travels, Adelia Bourjardais, I freaking love her name, right? Like I could just keep saying it, Bourjardais. I love it, right? But I was talking to her on her live video. She was talking, I was sending her messages, right? How do you pack when you go for long term? And she gave me this great advice. She was like, just pack for 7 days in the summer where you're going, right? So pack light. Do 7 days worth, wash it, that's it. And then I watched other couple videos where it was like, just take 2 pairs of shoes. So when I went to San Francisco last weekend, and if some of you were on my Instagram, you probably saw me posting in my stories. It was wonderful. But I did a little practicing when I went to San Francisco. I took 2 pair of shoes, the sneakers I had on, and we went to a comedy event, so I had to take some dressier shoes. Now, admittedly, the shoes I took when I got there, it was colder than I expected, so I wound up buying a pair of boots. But no, really, I wore the 1 pair of sneakers the whole weekend, and I had 2 pairs of jeans, and I just took a bunch of tops, and I kept switching it out, and it worked perfectly. And I only took the makeup that I actually was going to wear, right? Because I will show you next video. I got a whole bunch of makeup because I like skincare and makeup stuff, right? But instead of taking a whole bunch of stuff, all I took was the stuff that I actually wear, which was concealer, some stuff to do my eyebrows, and a pop of lip. So as you can see, my hair is back to natural, which you guys, I gotta tell you, this short hair thing is working for me. I don't know how it's coming across in camera, but it's so freaking cute and easy to deal with. So I'm just going to take some miniature bottles of some shampoo and stuff like that just to be able to keep my hair moist, but not a whole bunch of stuff, right? So when I get to the packing part this weekend, I'll turn the camera back on and you can help me or be with me, hang out with me while I pack so you can see how I do. All of this is new to me. I've never gone anywhere for 30 days before. We're gonna see how it goes. So if you got questions for me, put them in the comments. I will answer them. Send me all your good vibes because I'm sending them back to you. As you can probably hear, I'm a little nasally. I caught a really bad cold. Of course, I thought I had COVID because that's what we think these days, right? But it wasn't. Took the test. It wasn't COVID. I just had a really bad old-fashioned cold. So I'm recovering from that. But, yeah. So, just taking all the vitamin C and stuff, so my energy is going to be all the way up. So that's my video. That's all I wanted to say to you, and that I hope that you are doing for yourself what you need to do for yourself, right? Because it's important. It is important to do what you want for yourself. Now is the time, right? All the pieces are in place. For the first time, we have a community virtually of black women that's out here living their best life. Most of the advice I got was through virtual communities where people were willing to share all kinds of advice from me, right? My friends are in my corner cheering me on. It's time to go. So I hope that you're doing that for yourself, because I'm cheering you on. And if I can offer you any tips or tools on how to cope with the little bits of anxiety or distress that might come up as you take this journey, know that I got you. See you later. One more thing, beauties. You notice the lighting is good. I'm in focus. Blah, 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 blah. I just want you to know. Don't have an adult daughter that you have taught to speak her mind to you unless you're ready for it. So, I don't know when it was. It might have been a month ago now, right? My daughter comes over for a visit and she's like, Mom, I have a little critique for you. I loved her delivery, by the way. She was so thoughtful in her approach, right? So I have a little critique. I said, yes. She said, I watch your videos. I love your videos. You look great, but they're blurry. Are you using your laptop camera? And of course, told y'all I haven't been sleeping well. I was like, yes, I have. And what about it? Right? She said, Mom, why buy a camera if you're not going to use it? Why did you buy it? And because I'm sarcastic, I was like, because I have money and I could. So I did. So there. But I listened to her because she's really smart. And I love that she's smart. And I love that she challenges me on my shit. I like it. I don't like it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Kind of. So I am using the camera that I bought. And I'm going to try to use it more. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you, my love, for busting your mom out and making her do better. See you later.